welcome everybody to the Master Heart family. That you're going to love our session today. We're going to talk about, we always have these desires about I want this and I want that, and believe it or not, we already have everything that we want within us, and it's this peace within us. And we're going to go there, and we're going to be able to experience peace. But before we do, we're going to talk about all the miracles and all the kind gestures that we're doing, the way we're blessing the world. And Liberty, before we started, you were sharing some thoughts, and what were you sharing with us?
Yes, I was telling you I need some books for my pity party peeps. And if I like to send books to those and sometimes get them signed by the author. It's really
Yeah.
awesome to do that. So I try not to put what I was saying earlier is not putting worry into your world,
Mhm.
and put your wants in place. I think it definitely makes you uh, kind of distracted on what you want, and that's why sometimes the pity party people doubt you is because they can't. They're just so in disbelief.
Yeah.
It can't be that easy.
Right.
So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I deal with a lot of military people in my family and my friends and things like that, and they're
Yeah.
all brought up on the fact of you got to climb out of hell a few times before you get what you deserve.
Right.
And so if that helps you, what kind of book I need for these hard-headed military people, that would be great. As
Yeah.
Memorial Day approaches, I would love to give them some peace.
That's great. Yeah. And we're gonna probably do the Master Heart family, and
Awesome.
we actually have the book, The Master Heart Family, that is basically the transcription of our time together when we initially started all of this. We started our first session was talking about our inner child, and we did that last week again, to invite your inner child. But yeah, that we have this thing that, yeah, we have to go do stuff to deserve it, and that we already deserve it. We're already these amazing beings that, we signed up for this, to come into this beautiful world that has everything we want and everything we don't want, and we get to choose. And so we're just here to create. We're not here to pay off some debt. We don't have anything working against us other than our own committee, and we can manage that committee, that chattering voice, that voice that says, we can't do it, or I have to earn it, or I got to be through 3 wars before I'm worthy. That every one of us are worthy right now, and everything that we actually want because we believe it'll make us feel better. Like our parents told us stuff like don't talk, and they meant well and everything, but they said, like, don't talk to strangers. And everybody's a stranger. We're born and we look at our mom, it's a stranger. Okay. Yeah.
I was taught to talk to strangers because I'm pretty sure I got kidnapped and they turned around and dropped me off. So they returned me.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, but they said that. They said those things because what they wanted to do, they wanted to feel good. And they felt that if they warned you about the bad world out there, bad people, that would be, the way that they would feel good by telling you that. But the fact is that we attract whatever we're thinking about. I don't lock my doors to my house, to my car, whatever. There's nothing to lock from. There's nobody out there to lock from because I don't think about the unwanted. I only think about beautiful people like all of you, like all of us. Yeah. So that's beautiful, Liberty. That I love that you're, just shining, and to not only, give them a book or inspiring book or whatever, but also invite them to the Master Heart family. And people ask me, oh, do I need permission or whatever? We want to love everybody. And we want to brush his love and share this love with everyone to uplift them as it uplifts ourselves. So, yeah, what other magical things are happening for you?
Dr. Hank, can I ask a question on that?
Hey, Shell,
Uh,
sure.
so, you know how you were saying that like some people feel like they have to do something in order to deserve what they want.
Yeah.
Um, I just watched a video today about becoming an energetic match to what you want. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, what that and I use a little bit different terminology in my teaching, but what it is God's vibration. God is in joy. Our higher power, the universe, whatever you want to call it. We all have different definitions, by the way, of God. But I like using higher power a little bit more intimate. That my higher power is always in joy. And so when I had contrast in my life, and so before that Liberty was saying like, oh, a sale, she didn't get the sale. That actually where God goes is on what you did want. And so thus you expanded God's thought and emotions, feelings, if you will, to a new higher place. And that puts the eternity into all of us. And so if we can just be where God is, and we can, vibrating, having the energy as God seeing it as everything is divine, everything is a blessing, seeing the wanted in everything. When you do, you raise your vibration and then the heavens open. And does that help, Michelle?
Yeah, it does. It helps a lot. And it reminded me of something. Can I share?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So I do feel like then I have matched that energy or whatever, like you were explaining.
Yeah.
Um it's just I
Well,
might cry here.
yeah,
It's
you
happy
cry.
tears, it's happy tears. But so I've been working on what I wanted, for
Yeah.
a long time. And after meeting you and now knowing how easy it is to get what you want,
Yeah.
um, I a few months ago, my sister and her family have never been on vacation. And so I started manifesting them being able to go on vacation. And
Yeah.
the way I was seeing it as like I would be wealthy enough to gift them that,
Right.
which, that's just the way I was seeing it in my mind. But
Yeah.
all I really focused on was them being able to go on vacation. And
Yeah.
sorry,
It's
my sister's
beautiful.
husband has cancer. And one of their neighbors did a collection
Yeah.
from people at his work. And my sister called me yesterday and showed me the very thick white envelope that the neighbor had gifted her.
Oh my
And
God.
there was $5,400 in it. And he said,
Yeah.
I want you to take your family on vacation. And I
Yeah.
didn't tell my sister that I had been manifesting that because she's not at the belief that I'm at. So, and maybe I had nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
when you give up the how and
Yeah.
you just focus on what you want, you get
Oh,
it.
yeah. How beautiful. How beautiful. See, you did manifest this. That you asked, the main focus was I want, my sister and the challenges that they have, that I want them to have enough money on vacation. And see, you don't have to do the work. And in this case, you literally didn't have to earn any money, if you will, or have an envelope of $5,400. God figures it out for us.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Father does the work. We just have to ask. And so that's why I pray for every one of you every day. I pray for all of you. And so in the Master Heart in general, and then individually, who we play together one on one, every week, that I pray for you because I know that as long as you will allow my prayer to go in, it will give you what I've been asking. And what I've been asking for each one of you, and you've been receiving, is that I ask that you have more well-being. And well-being there came, Shell, this beautiful, beautiful, amazing ability to have that. And then I ask for health, wealth, and success for you all. Yeah. And then more freedom. That's one of the main reasons why your soul's here. Freedom from what? Freedom from the committee. That, yeah, instead of me trying to figure out how I'm going to get the $5,400 of money for it, I just need to ask for it. and God will figure it out. And just what a miracle. Talk about miracles. It just, and it touches our hearts. And we all have tears of joy. It's just so, so beautiful. And and just other things that I pray for you about, that, to make sure that I pray that you have more easy money. Because money is just freedom, okay? And more of an easy life. And then kind of the kingpins of them all, what we're really here for is love. And I send you love, more joy, more peace, which we're going to go to today, and then more enlightenment to understand what magnificent creators we all are. That we don't have to go earn anything. We already earned it. We're it. Oprah said something about, if you're here, that you already are worthy. Yeah, we're all worthy. We showed up here. And so all the beliefs that we have and the stuff that has been going on, that in our past, and beliefs that don't serve us, that we've just let that go. And all we need to do is think about what we desire, because those dreams of ours literally put the eternity into all of us. Your dreams are so important, and God wants nothing more than to have you realize your dreams. And Shell just had one of her dreams realized by wanting her sister and her family to go on vacation. And it came in a miraculous way. Woo! Yeah. Beautiful, Shell. Yeah. So, and understand, you did that. It was your prayer that did that. In
I
that.
know, I think that's the committee that's trying to take it away from me,
Yeah, yeah. Don't take the credit. Don't be selfish. It's not about being selfish. It's about being honest. That
Right.
I do the asking. It's a co-creative process with God. I get to take credit. That's why appreciation is a better word than grateful, because grateful is kind of like, oh, somebody else, God's doing it for me. No, appreciation is together we do this. God needs us and we need God. It's all part of the plan. Yeah. And so you don't listen to the committee about, oh, well, hell, it was my prayer because I didn't get the $5,400. Yes, you did. So
So does the
congratulations. And pat yourself on the back. In fact, all of us, let's just pat ourselves on the back right now. You're amazing. Yeah, yeah. Pat, pat, pat. Love me, I love me. Yeah, yeah. There you go. And Lori,
Dr. Hank, does the book give you the up line and lower line levels of what words are, like
yeah,
something, because people really have to change the mindset. Even salespeople, like what I was talking about, getting rejected earlier and turning it into a smile, that
yeah.
actually motivates me to keep going. And you tell me no, well, I'm leaving with your pen. You know, I'll be back.
Yeah,
So
yeah, there you
just be
go.
happy about it, and they just look
Yeah,
at you like you're crazy. So
right. And it
it's
doesn't
okay.
matter. We don't care what other people think, because we
No,
actually touch them in their heart, no matter what they're saying, no matter what the committee is really just talking to you, not their true self, because all of us underneath our committee we're pure love. And that's who we are. So in answer to your question, that yes, there is actually the
Dwayne?
words that are
Yeah, that's what I meant.
that can
Who's
describe that. Now,
I
one
called you through
interesting
FaceTime.
thing on this,
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
want me to call you?
mute all. Somebody's talking there. Let me mute all. So I just muted you, but if you want to talk, please unmute. Um, and so there are words, and it goes from high vibration to low vibration, and low vibration is basically the committee is managing you, telling you what to do, and you're just following. And most people don't even know they have a committee. They don't know they have a choice, that they can think different thoughts. They think they're stuck in that. And so one interesting lower vibration is the word want. But I tell you, hey, what do you want? Okay. And is that a lower vibration? Well, in the definition there, what they're talking about there, wanting, see, when we talk about want is we ask, and so this is what I want. What they're talking about in that vibrational scale of wanting is a craving. I gotta have it. okay, that will push away whatever you want. I gotta have the money. Let go of the money. Let go of it all. When you let go of it all, it'll come to you. Money will start chasing you. Love will start chasing you. Peace will start chasing you. They'll all come a running when you let go of the craving of the want. However, for you to say, yes, this is what I want. This is what I desire. And so, and I'll send that to you. That is part of one of the sessions we had in Master Heart Family when we went through that. And, but I'll send that vibrational list of words there to you. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Liberty. Yeah, so other good news happening? Other miracles happening?
Dr. Hank, I have a fabulous story. I'm new and I haven't even really connected with my scanner, to start my business yet. But for probably 2 years, I prayed for a team that was like-minded and heart-centered. And look, this is just fabulous. So I am so appreciative for you and everyone here right now. Just to confirm that for 2 years in God's own time,
Yeah.
we kept at it, and I kept praying, and I knew He had the right path for me, and it did manifest. And I just can't tell you the glory that I feel in my life because of the patience, and I didn't give up.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful, Lori. And welcome to the Master Heart family, Lori.
Yes, and also Liberty had expressed the military community and mindset. Well,
Yeah.
I am in Connecticut, where the submarine base of the capital of the world, which was my last position working with family members with chronic needs, special needs,
Wow.
and I would love that list.
Yeah.
Because I am also going to get that book.
Yeah.
And I will pass it on and share it. My community is heavily military based with building submarines, the submarine base. I can't imagine what my community would be like without it. My dad was in the Navy as well.
Yeah.
So, Liberty, the fact that you brought this up, just, my first time here was boom, you hit it right on the nail for me. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate you because I like to do things for Memorial Day and remembering them, and they all need a little help, and they feel alone, and they feel like their pride and toughness, they can't, reach out and do something about it, and they need to know that there's others out there that love and care for them and pray for them.
Yeah.
Love
So,
it. Thank you so much.
thank you. Dr. Hank, you know what I'm talking about, being military yourself.
Yeah, I
So,
sure do. And and my dad was in World War II and was a pilot of a bomber and got shot down and was in a Hitler prison camp. And so he brought me up to be tough, rough and tough, so that when I experience something like that in life, I could do that. So in essence, I was brought up by Hitler, and he would drop us off, me and my brothers, off on the top of a hill in the middle of Wisconsin, dirt road, in the middle of woods. And we didn't know what we did. We were just sitting there shaking, afraid. And he was trying to make us tough. But see, all of those experiences that all of us have had of what we didn't want, to include like Lori is waiting for 2 years in God's right timing, really what it is, it's that when are we ready? When are we ready to allow it in? And so, and it doesn't matter about 2 years or 2 minutes or whatever. The committee just gets into all that comparison stuff. The fact is, it comes. And so for us to give thanks for it coming, but also for us to ask to be in a state of allowing. And it's really step 4 on how to get everything we want. We just need to ask for what we want, think about what we want. And then step 4 is to allow it, believe it, and expect it. And so this allowing is that I just need to allow this in, to realize that the miracle, I can pray for my sister and their family for vacation, and God will make it happen. And that I can pray for meeting a similar-minded, heart-led group of people. And their Lori is there. Because see, here's the beautiful thing too, is this world has everything we wanted. All the money, all the love, all the happiness, all the health, everything. Also, everything we don't want. And all the poverty and bad guys and whatever. And we get to choose. And so if you brush up against that, and we all will brush up against what I call contrast, then when we brush up about, we don't get our committee in there and talk about it and share it. We just said, that's simply what I don't want. And then ask. And you're asking God, what do I want? And God will take you to the promised land, to what you want, to your dreams coming true and realized, being experienced in this lifetime. That's the power that we have, the loving energy that we have with God. And so it's all beautiful. And just one other word, Lori, on, and you mentioned patience, and I just want to make sure that none of us ask for patience. Because if you ask for patience, good luck on how long your dreams will come true.
10-year program.
Yeah, that we don't need patience. I just need to be in a state of allowing and allow what I prayed for to come to me now, and it will. Yeah, beautiful. Other good things going on? Mia?
Hi,
Mia?
Dr. Hank.
Hey,
Hi,
Mia.
everyone. I have something to share and then I have a question.
Sure.
So my first share is I met up with a yoga studio owner, my friend Amy, this weekend, and we had coffee, and I was going to, share the good news about the health opportunity. And it was interesting. As soon as, she arrived and we started talking, one of the first things she asked me was, have you thought about what you want to offer um, at my studio? And I didn't say anything to her about offering. She was just like, I know whatever you have to offer is going to be great, and I'm just open to whatever you have to offer. So we talked about doing a health fair, and she's all on board for that.
Yeah.
So this week we're meeting at the studio with her husband, because he's part owner, and just kind of going through details and what that could look like, and any other things that she wants to add in there. I told her I had ideas. And then she said, have you also thought about, using my studio as a gallery? And I said, what do you mean? She's like, well, I have all this space. She's like, I know you have beautiful art. You can, just put your art up on the wall, and we can put a
Oh my
price
gosh.
on it, and you can sell it.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah. And I also got free
Ah.
yoga classes. So it was just, yeah.
Serendipitous.
For those of you that don't know, or a recap on Mia, Mia's really, her passion is art, and so one of her main passions is art, and she's an artist. In fact, she painted every page in this book, Journey to Paradise, which is a kid's book. And you see that painting? You see those kids? That's Mia painting that, and in the angels in that book, that's Mia painting it. And Mia actually was challenged initially on painting this for the book. And then she realized, she was using her committee to try to paint it. Instead, she just called in her angels, and then it just went all easily. And so, you call in God, and God has the answers. We don't have to figure it out. So Mia really loves her paintings and to be able to share with the world. And so this is where our cup overfloweth. She goes in to talk to someone. That person just says, hey, what are you offering? Whatever it is, I want it. Don't you want everybody to say that? on whatever you're doing. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just magical, right? That, hey,
Yeah.
by the way, whatever you're offering, I want it. That's the start of the conversation. And if you pray for that, you'll find all kinds of people in the world that will say that to you. And then your cup overfloweth. And by the way, all your art I want on your walls. So that's really amazing, Mia. Woo!
Yeah, yeah, it was great. So the question I had is, so this morning I got some news about a friend and neighbor that passed away over the weekend.
Yeah,
And, I understand that, going to the other side is a beautiful thing. And
beautiful.
it's nothing that we have to fear or be sad about. But initially, that hearing that news and,
Mhm.
the way she passed and things like that,
Yeah.
it was jarring. So
Yes.
I wanted to hear your thoughts on, um, you know, the committee versus
Yeah.
grief and that sort of,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
So the first principle to always remember about everything is think about how you feel, because God is communicating, guiding us, loving us, supporting us every moment of every day, has, will, and will forevermore do that. And God does that through our feelings. It's the perfect communication system. When you feel bad, like when you heard the information about someone transitioning to the other side, that your committee instantly took over and said, oh, that's bad. And why? Because the whole world thinks it's bad. Okay, that when you transition, and I don't know any of us, none of our souls said we want to live here forever. So what in the hell are we upset about when our soul makes a decision to leave? Well, what it is, it's mass consciousness. And so instantly, that when I felt bad, that I wasn't thinking about this the way God was. So now we ask, what do I want with this? I love that there is eternal life. I love that I have eternal life, that this person has eternal life. I love that this person's soul decided to transition back into the non-physical. And I know, if anything, because Dr. Hank has told me, because I've been there 3 times, that when you transition to the other side, it's the warmest, most loving feeling, great place, and you really kind of don't want to come back. Why do I have to have all this contrast when I can just live in heaven, if you will? But we're here and we signed up for this. And so that's why we're here. So this is a time to celebrate now, Mia. Celebrate that person's life and to inspire and uplift those loved ones and the neighbors and whatever to understand this as well. Death is a misunderstanding. There is no death. We have eternal life, that our souls determine when to go. And when they do go, what we do is we rejoice and we celebrate that life and rejoice that that person now is in an amazing, wonderful place. And that that person also had done some amazing things, because when you transition back into the non-physical, each one of us will look back at our life and see how perfect it was. We had a perfect life because every bit of contrast birthed these new thoughts, these new
Mom,
feelings,
I'm in a meeting.
this new energy. Stephen, thank you very much.
He's calling me on the phone, so
Yeah. Mute.
sorry.
And so we have this beautiful opportunity to help others to see the truth of what's really going on. Somebody last week shared with me, oh, my dad died. Okay. And I said, well, first of all, your dad didn't die. I feel your dad's presence, just like Mia, you have felt your grandparents' presence, that, like Deborah has, that we see when we say, oh, they're gone, then they're gone. But you make the choice. That I have a relationship with my mother, that we had a great relationship on earth, but we have even a better one now, because she is pure source energy. And so she did yoga with me today. Nobody's gone unless you say they are. You get to control all this, manage all this. I channel with Christ and Buddha and all kinds of amazing beings, divine beings, my angels, all this morning. I was flying high with all of them. And today we're going to fly high with them. And so does that help Mia to realize that instantly when you feel bad, you realize this isn't the way that God sees it, and that that being is just fine, and that being wants nothing more, that transition wants nothing more than for us to be happy and to be fine, not to be in sorrow. There's nothing to grieve about. There's nothing to be mad about, angry about, etc. Because everything is playing out when I look for the wanted and I look for the love in everything, in every situation, to include transitioning back to the non-physical.
Mhm.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, that's very helpful. I know initially it was like, oh, I'm not gonna see her. Like, because we're such visuals, like I can't do the same things,
Right.
you know, but you talking about, I know you've talked about doing yoga with your mom, and I've
Yeah.
done that too before where, I'll, and it wasn't a person, but I had a dog that
Yeah.
passed away, but I would feel him all the time, and I'd
Sure.
be just like, oh, hi, Kyle.
Yeah.
Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, initially, the initial part, and then I think it was all the other neighbors were
Right.
just in sorrow.
All the
And
committees members, yeah. You had a whole
yeah,
bunch, a whole pack of committee members. And see this idea that where they go, they're in a better place and you can actually have a better place relationship with them. So it's not about seeing, it's about feeling them, about
yeah.
feeling their love, their compassion, the comfort that your dog gives you. That
Mhm.
literally we can have our dog with us, our grandparents with us, all those that have walked before us are here if we invite them in. And they can, and so it's like, this is so fun to know this now. Nobody
Mhm.
goes, they're just in a different place. And so look in a different place. And where you look is you look within, because that's where everything that we want is.
Yeah,
And with that, then
thank
what I
you.
want to do is in Psalm 23:1, it says, "The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want." And again, the want is this craving, not the way we use want. Lord is my shepherd, in other words, does the work, okay? Knows what I want and directs me to where I want to go. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. Green pastures is the wealth, the abundance, all the beautiful, the freshness, these green pastures. He leads me besides the still waters, the peace. We're really looking for peace, divine ones. And we can have that. Havoc comes from the committee. And we can close that door to that committee. And then he restoreth my soul, which means he makes me feel good. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness, which is the wanted, leads me to the wanted for his name's sake. In other words, in doing the work, our higher power. And that's a beautiful thing. I'm an ordained minister, so I marry and bury people. And that's a beautiful one. The Lord is, gives us such comfort. And again, I'll read it with just the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Breathe in deeply. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me to the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Ah, ah. And so let's just close our eyes now. Let's go to this place of peace and breathe in deeply. 5 seconds in. Breathe in God's green pastures. And then as you release, just release anything from the day, any problems, troubles, made up things from the committee. Release them and breathe in. And be led to still waters now. Be quiet. Quiet your mind. Relax and be at ease. Breathe in. And breathe out. And you just feel you gliding now. You floating. Feeling so light, light as a feather. And now imagine just walking down this beautiful spiral staircase, walking down to your kingdom within, walking down, going down deeper and deeper, loving that you can always go to your soul. It is within you, walking deeper and deeper down into your beautiful being. And at the bottom of the stairs, you look out into green pastures. Oh, the beauty, the bounty, the magnificence of this quiet, still environment of my soul. As I walk on these green pastures, I feel so good and so free. And I lay down now, and as I lay down, I look up, and there is the light of God. It looks like the sun, and that light is pouring on us now, going into our thoughts, refreshing us, cleansing us, going to our emotions, just having our emotions flow now with ease, with joy, filled with joy. And feeling the light of God going into every pore of our bodies, every cell, every organ, to our eyes, our nose, our ears, our mouth, our sensations, our nervous system throughout our entire body, being at ease now, being at one with our Creator, with our higher power, with our soul, and feeling this peace. And we look over to the right of us, and there's this beautiful stream, this beautiful cleansing, clear, sparkling, beautiful water. It is the still waters of God that now rushes over us and puts us at peace. Breathe in. And breathe out. Your breath is spirit. You are now one with your soul, feeling the peace, knowing that everything you want is now here with you. You feel so good. You're so in love with you, with God. We're so in love with the world and all the people of the world. And we're so in love with each other, our loved ones, our friends. We just love that we have now become the light of the world. We're shining bright. We're smiling, so happy, so free, so at peace. The battle is over. The door has closed on the committee. And we open up the door of love and joy and this peace that now fills us. and our cup overfloweth with peace. That everything we wanted was just to be at one with our Creator. And now we breathe in. And just smile. Just enjoy this feeling. This peace that has now consumed you. You are immersed in this peace. All is well. And everyone is well. And this world is well. And you now possess peace. And with this knowing, now you can go out and create it the way you want it. You just love that you're skipping along now, your golden path, your lighted path. Just enjoying this beautiful life, this world, and loving every bit of it. Joy now is sprinkled on us. We feel joy. We think joy. We are joy. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in these green pastures. He leadeth me beside these still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of the wanted for his name's sake, showing us the way, doing the work as we are in peace, knowing that all is well. And here the stream, the river just flow by so gently, so beautiful. And it's carrying everything that you want now, coming right to you. All the happiness, all the joy, all the money, all the business, all the friendships, all the deep connections, all the freedom. It's all flowing into our lives right now. And we believe this. We allow this. We expect this. And it is now ours. Take this beautiful, peaceful feeling now. Take this with you everywhere you go. People will sense your peace. It'll be on your face and your heart. You are peace, and that will put them at ease and with peace. We now stand up and walk in those green pastures. Walk in the stream now, the gentle water, just flowing and giving us everything that we want. We feel so refreshed. God's light is shining on us as we are now free to be at peace. Now walk out of the water onto the green pastures. We go to that spiral staircase, and now we're just floating, light as a feather. And we just float up that beautiful spiral staircase, feeling so at peace, feeling so good, so at one with all that is. And at the top of the spiral staircase says beautiful door. And it's a door leading to a new life for each of us now, a better life, a life filled with peace. and with green pastures and with silent waters of everything we want. And we open up the door, and I invite you back into the room now, back into your chair, and breathe in, breathe that peace in. And peace is now yours forevermore. And now open up your eyes and then welcome this amazing light back in the better life, the peaceful life. I feel good, do, like I knew that I would, yeah. So good, yeah. So peaceful. Woo. So, what did you experience there?
My stream was a little chilly and a little rocky, and I was like, "Hey, your stream can be anything you want." So it was warm water with a sandy bottom.
That's great. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like Mia's story about, everybody, oh, it's a bad thing. And so, we kind of, sucker into that and, oh, yeah, it's a bad thing. And then we realize, hold on, I can make it the way I want it. That I can celebrate this person's life and I can have warm water and a sandy bottom. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Other thoughts? What did you like best? Do. Do you feel at peace? Yeah, peace.
Yeah, I'll say I was going through, I just feel like a tremendous amount of peace. And what's really interesting is over the past year, as I've been with you, that I can really visualize now, and I couldn't before. And
Yeah,
that feels
Mhm.
like such a blessing to just like literally be there and
yeah.
visualize, be in the moment. So it's
Wow,
pretty awesome. So thank
wow.
you.
Yeah, Carolyn, that is really awesome. And something we can do in our Joy Shop, being deliberate creators now, is every morning to ask to expand my imagination and my creativity and to be able to visualize it. If I can see it in my mind's eye, it'll appear in my life. It's like, ooh, this is fun. All
Yeah,
right.
that's one thing I've been adding for is I don't remember a dream in a really, really long time.
Yeah,
Um, and I'd really like to have these dreams and remember them, and
yeah.
so that's another thing I've been asking for recently.
Yeah, cool, cool. See, like most people just leave it at that. Oh, yeah, I have dreams, but I don't remember it. But that's not how it has to be.
Yeah.
The past, it typically isn't our friend. It's like, hey, how do I want? I want to remember my dreams. And I've helped many people overcome like nightmares, really bad nightmares, where, they can't sleep and whatever. And it's like, before you go to sleep, breathe deeply and ask for sweet dreams.
Well, that's what I wonder. Do you actually like block? Maybe I've blocked dreams because as a child, I had like one recurring dream for many, many years that was a nightmare. It was a very scary
Yeah,
abandonment kind of dream. So I
yeah,
wonder if I've like now I have no dreams.
yeah.
So,
Well,
which,
yeah, so we got to watch what we ask for. So you were a little girl and you were saying, I don't want those dreams. And so
mhm,
then, okay, you're not going to remember any of the dreams, that you have. So, and the beauty is that it doesn't matter about what dreams or what things we have experienced in the past. The only thing that matters is what we're thinking about now, because that will create our future.
mhm.
So I don't care what was the past. And it's like, wow, I want to have wonderful dreams. Like another great way to, before you go to sleep, is to ask for answers and solutions to things you want and dream about that. And when you
Mhm.
dream about your answers and solutions and being a millionaire, helping thousands of people, whatever, then it's in your mind's eye and you'll see it in your life. And it's like, this is so cool. All I
Mhm.
have to do is visualize it, see it, believe it. and then it'll come. And I don't care what other people are saying or whatever, because I can tell you most other people are saying, oh, that's impossible. I will believe it when I see it. It doesn't work that way.
Mhm.
Okay? That, yeah, I see it when I believe it.
Mhm.
And we have all the control. We get to call it. Okay. And people said, well, I'm waiting on God. Good luck on the wait. You got to do the asking first, and the Father does the work and
Mhm.
puts $5,400 from a neighbor in an envelope to your sister.
It's
Yeah.
funny, Dr. Hank, because I've heard you joke before that people come to you for a demanifestation session. And just realizing just how powerful I am when I work with this the way that you're supposed to. I'm
Yeah.
like, yesterday I was like, man, I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, yeah. And just so you know, when you do call me for a demanifestation session, actually what we'll do is we'll make you manifest more, but easier.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll hire people, or there's a million different solutions in order for you to just sit back and collect the money, if you will. Yeah, it's beautiful. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Michelle, thank you for sharing today, because that was, I mean, how inspiring and how awesome. And what's fun is when you can manifest in a very unselfish way for someone else and get to see that happen. That's
Yeah.
pretty
Mhm.
exciting.
Yeah, yeah. And just to make sure we're clear that this unselfish, that it's good for you to pray for what you want. Okay. And so yes, for other people too, but you got to start with yourself. If you don't pray for you and for your wealth and everything, then you're not in a position to help other people. And if everybody just helped themselves, world would be perfect then, okay? And it's all
Right.
okay. But what we want to do is, yeah, that I'm going to pray for me first, and then I'm in a position to pray for others. Because if I'm powerful and connected, then that, oh my gosh, my prayers can work miracles. So it all starts with me. Yeah, beautiful.
Mhm.
Yeah, good. Any last comment? Joey, we saw you on, and I hope you didn't sneak away, because it's our favorite time. It's Joey's favorite time to sing. So unmute, be like kids, invite your child here. Nobody's judging you on how your voice is. It's about showing up and singing. We like to laugh and have more fun. We
We
like
We
to
like
like
to
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 laugh
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 and
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 have
have
more
more
fun.
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 For we are the chosen ones,
For
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 we
for
we
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 are
are
the
the
are the
chosen
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 ones.
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 being at peace is our new game. Being at
Being
Being
at
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 peace
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 is
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 our
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 new
our
new
new
game.
game.
gain.
creating harmony is our middle name.
Creating
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 harmony
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 is
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 our
our
middle
our
middle
middle
name.
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 Having tranquility is our divine right.
Having
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 tranquility
tranquility
is
is our
our
tranquility is
divine
our
divine
right.
divine
right.
right.
As we walk in God's divine light. As
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 We
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 walk
walk
in
in
God's
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 divine
divine
light.
Divine light,
sound off the Master Heart family.
sound off
sound
Sound
the
off
off
the
the Master
Master
light.
Heart
Heart
family.
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 Sound off the Master Heart family.
Sound
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 off
off
the
off
the
the
Master
Master Heart
Heart
family.
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 Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
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 yes.
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 Woo! Now we are off and flying to a peaceful week, knowing that we are the creators. We get to ask, and God does the work for us. And that, hey, just know that your week now, your vibration just skyrocketed right with God and all your desires. Congratulations. Enjoy. I love you all.
I love
Bye.
you.
Love you
I
too.
love you.
Love you
Love
Thank
you
all.
you,
all.
everyone.
Bye,
Have a
everyone.
great
Thank
week,
you.
everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Dr.
Hey.